up, guys? When I tell y'all, it has taken me so long to record this episode. I'm not even playing. I tried to record it, and then obviously my phone ran out of storage because why wouldn't it run out of storage? You know? And so after that, it was just kind of like, okay, well, life sometimes. So we finally made it back. I'm here. I'm comfy. I have my blankie. I hope you have yours. I have my water because we got to stay hydrated. And I'm ready to yap. I said I'm ready to yap and then I take a sip of water. Whatever. You got to get the vocal cords lubricated. So I have been doing some updating. I've changed my couch. I have a couch cushion on. I feel like it brings some color out because with my walls and with the beige, it was just washing me out. And your girl loves color. I don't know if you know this. I love color. Yellow is my favorite, right there. And my blanket's yellow if you can't see. I also have a yellow pillow beside me because I love yellow. Yellow is it. It makes me happy. It makes me bright. It makes me shine. I love yellow. I keep saying that. I love the yellow family. I also look really good in red. What color you look good in? We'll dive into that at another time. But in updating my couch and everything, I've been looking at rugs to match. And it's made me think, man, sometimes you just got to update your home. Sometimes you just have to feel comfortable and good in your space, you know? Like clean up a little bit. Do what you got to do. Clean up, redecorate. Make sure you just feel so good and so comfy in your space. And then I went further and I went deeper into it. And it was like, okay, well, if I want to feel comfy in my home, I want to feel comfy in my area. You know where else I want to feel comfy? In me. I want to feel at home everywhere I go. So, how do I feel at home everywhere I go? How do you feel comfy everywhere you go? If you are cold, you're going to put on a blanket. If you're hot, you're going to take it off because it's so important to just listen to yourself and listen to where you are. I promote listening to yourself the most all of the time. And yeah, sometimes you'll steer yourself wrong a little bit, but some situations are just situations that you have to live with. It's just situations that you need in order to take you to the next place, in order to make you bigger, in order to make you stronger, in order to make you that girl. And we're all working on becoming that girl, all trying to claim a little bit of sanity where we can. Oh, I forgot to do the intro. Anyways, welcome to Stranger Sane. I'm Tony Marilyn, and that prologue was my intro. And hi, I'm Tony Marilyn. It's nice to see you guys again. Back to my original conversation. We I push being yourself and owning who you are and owning your sanity so hard because we have a responsibility to ourselves to be true with ourselves and be true to ourselves and make a home in every place we go. And sometimes that means, you know what, I do not feel at home in this area. I don't like my neighbors. I don't like the climate. I don't like my house. I don't like the people I live with. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move. So, if you feel the urge to move, something is saying, ooh, it's time to move. It's time to move. It's time to shake. It's time to do something. I need you to listen to that voice because it is. It is time to move. It is time to shake something. It is time to make a home for yourself. It's that time. It is crazy being a stranger in your own world, in your own body. I've come across a few people in life that have tried to make their world my reality. Have you ever lived your life like that? They say, oh, you should You should be a doctor. And so you go to college, you go through medical school, you do all of the practicals, all of the exams, you finally become a medical doctor, and you're working at that job, you're saving people's lives, and you still feel unfulfilled. Everyone's looking at you like, but hey, you're a doctor. Like, you have a fantastic career. What do you mean you're unfulfilled? You're making all the money, you're paying off your student loan debt, like, you're good. You have the house. What do you mean you're not fulfilled? And you can't even figure out why you're unfulfilled because they are correct. You have all of the things that everybody else around you wants, but you don't have a sense of happiness. You don't have a sense of joy at the way you live your own life. And it's because you're sitting here listening to other people's ideas of how you're supposed to live your life, how you're supposed to move, how you're supposed to shake. And the reality is, what you want to be doing is living in some hut fishing. You want to make money fishing because you love to fish. You're good at fishing. Fishing is how you find a sense of peace. And all you want to do is fish. And that's what you're meant to do. You're meant to fish. In some country where there is no minimum wage and the money doesn't matter because you're doing what you love, which is fishing. So, do y'all know what I'm talking about? Have y'all ever done anything like that? I feel like I've done it so much. I look at my life and I'm like, man, what the heck? I'm sitting here doing things that other people tell me I should do because it's going to make me feel fulfilled. I remember, so I have this house. I love this house. I'm very proud to have it. I'm very proud to call this space mine. You'll hear me talk about it all the time. I love this house. But in all reality, this house was not my dream. This house was my children's dream. And I'm so happy that I'm able to give them their dream, right? But I had no intentions of settling down. I had no intentions of being still. I like to move. I've always liked to move. I am a mover. I am a shaker. I am, let's do it. I will move with $200 to my name and I'll figure it out when I get there. And so the pandemic happened, and my sister was like, Tawny, you need to settle down. And there's days where I am settled down and I'm looking at it. And there's times where I'm just like, man, I'm settled down. I'm in a place. I feel settled. I feel stable. But you know what I would love to do? Move. But I can give you all of my excuses. We all have excuses for days. But I chose to listen to what somebody else told me was best for me. My children's father told me, oh, Tawny, if my kids are going to live with you, you need to have a house. And so I got a house. And honestly, I feel like it is something that I have desired. But now that I have a house, now that I have a mortgage payment, I realize that mortgages aren't all that they're cracked up to be. God, do not take away my house. But they're not all that they're cracked up to be, you know? And so sometimes I sit with myself and I'm like, dang, am I living a life that is fulfilling to me, or am I living a life that other people told me I should feel fulfilled having? I won't be able to be stable. I won't be able to live my dream life until I'm settled down, until I'm stable. And have I seen some stability? Absolutely. Have I been able to market my business? Of course. I'm a massage therapist. I do take bookings. If you are in Georgia, hit me up and we'll see if I can come to your area. I am definitely closer to the Atlanta, Stonecrest, Conyers, Covington area. Those are my stomping grounds. So if you're listening to this, you're in the area, hit me up. Anywho, besides that, I've been able to build up my business. I've been able to look at my dreams from a more stable, grounded place. which is important. It is important to sit still for a second so that you can see, okay, I'm here, I'm not moving everywhere. This is what I want to do. And honestly, I do feel like being in this house has made me confident enough to start this podcast. It has made me confident enough to meet the love of my life. It's made me stable enough that I can provide the type of life that is best for my children. And I feel proud to do that. I feel proud to say that, and I feel proud to have that. But it's also a note to, are you doing what you want to do, or are you doing what other people want you to do? Because there is a very big, very vast difference. And if the two things line up, fantastic, you're doing great. You see the vision, everybody else sees the vision for you. And that is wonderful, beautiful, amazing. Chef's kiss. You and God are doing the damn thing. But if you realize that it's a little bit different, a little bit off, you don't even, you don't want to be a doctor, you want to be a fisherman in another country, and you are just living to fulfill your parents or your friends or your neighbors or whoever, it's time to take a deep look at yourself and really be truthful and really be honest with yourself. Are you living a life that is fulfilling? Because sometimes we don't. Sometimes we're not. Hell, sometimes we're not present at all in our own lives. We're just walking around being who everybody else thinks we should be for them, for their pride, for their glory, for their confidence, for whoever they need you to be. I've had friends in life that are like, that come to me and they tell me all of their secrets, they tell me all of their stories. Hell, they tell me all of their friends' secrets and all of their friends' stories. And there was a time where I was real life going through things. I was in a transitional space in my life. And when I looked around to complain, when I looked around to rejoice, when I looked around, I realized that there was no one there for me. I was so busy playing the main role in other people's lives and the secondary role in my own life. I had to stop and look around and be like, damn, am I important? Am I important? Are we important over here? Or are we just here to play second fiddle in somebody else's story? How are you a secondary character in your own life? And I had to stop and think, how am I a secondary character in my own life? Why am I a secondary character in my own life? I want to be the main character. I like attention. I like to be catered to. I like to be taken care of. I like to be listened to. I like to live my dreams. I like to be important too. I want to be important. I'm important. I don't care what you say. I'm important. And so I had to reflect on what I was bringing to the table. And do you know what I was bringing to the table? I was allowing myself to be a stranger in my own world. I was allowing myself to show up when other people needed me. But was I showing up when I needed myself? Was I saying no when I couldn't be that person for them? Was I choosing them over myself time and time and time and time and time and time again? Absolutely, I was. And we just can't live life like that. We have to be able to choose ourselves. And if we have people that are in our world that can accept, hey, you're going to have good days and bad days just like me, fan freaking tastic. I love that for us. I love that for us. But in order to get that, you have to be honest with yourself and you have to be honest with others that you need that. Yes, I would love to go bar hop with you tonight, but I can't because I have to stay in and I have to study. I have exams, and I promise you, I'm going to be the best damn engineer the world has seen. Do I want to be an engineer? No, but somebody wants to be an engineer. And if you want to be an engineer, you be the best damn engineer that you want to be. And you don't go bar hopping because you got exams to study for. Listen to yourself. Live your dream life. Make a home in your own world. And be honest with what that looks like. Your home is not going to be making a home for others. And while it may be your home is making home for others, that may be what you want to do with your life. Just make sure that's what you want to do with your life. Make sure, okay, yeah, I know I want to be a mom. I know I want to upkeep a home. I know that I want to be somebody's wife and I want to take care of somebody. Make sure that's actually what you want to do, because I too wanted to know. I too was a wife. And when I was a wife, do you know what I realized? I'm not a good wife to men. Because baby, I'm not doing all of that. I'm not doing all that shit. I'm not. I cannot I cannot be secondary to you. I cannot be secondary to your dream because I have my own dreams. I have my own things that I want to do. And there are certain people, when you get into relationships with them, there's not room for both. There's room for one dream. And I believe that my dreams are important too. And don't get me wrong, as a woman, I feel like we've done this, like most women have done this. Okay, you have a dream. I will help you pursue your dream. I'll push you to get your dream. I'll push you to get your goal. And then we can work on mine. And you're living life, you're pushing, you're pushing, you're pushing, you're being taken for granted. Because when you push people, when you help people, but you ignore yourself, you always get taken for granted because they feel like they are the superpower and you are just the help. And you are the help. But what they don't realize is that the power is also yours. You're giving your energy, you're giving your magic, you're giving your power so that they can reach their goal, although they don't see it like that. And that's unfortunate. And so you're given this magic, you're given this power, you're giving, 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 giving. And you're 40, 50, 60, 70 years old. Your husband is dead, gone. And that's when you pursue your dream. But you've given up so much of your life for somebody else's dream, so that someone else can have a home in your life, so that else can be the main character in your life. When you are the main character, you are the person that is the most important. You are the only person that can live with yourself and die with yourself. You are the only person that is going to be with you 100% of the time. So why are you living in discomfort? Why are you living in trash? Why are you living in chaos? What are we doing? So, this message is, it's time to straighten up the home. It's time to tidy up. It's time to move. It's time to go. It's time to groove. It's time to choose you. It's time to make a home for yourself. And I truly believe that we can all make a home everywhere we go. I'm at home in my body. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I be at the grocery store and I feel stable and I feel sturdy because I've built a home within myself. My home is not these four walls. My home is my heart. My home is my mind. My home is my love. My home is my energy. My home is my spirit. So let's create a home for ourselves. Let's be able to trust our mind, our body, our soul, our wit, our grit so much that it's just like, baby, it don't matter where I go, I'm at home. It doesn't matter what your opinion is because I'm at home in my opinion. And yeah, I can accept some new information. Of course, I can change my paint wall color. I can change my couch. I can get new furniture. I can do all of that. But my home is my home because I've made it so. I've made it such. I've done the damn thing and I'm securing myself. I attribute home to stability. Create some stability within yourself. I trust me. That's your stability. I trust me. I trust me. I trust myself. I trust myself to make good decisions. I trust myself to change my decisions when I realize I made the wrong fucking decision. I trust me. Because sometimes we're going to make wrong decisions. Baby, there have been times that I was walking down the path and I said, oh, I need to turn off this. This is the wrong path. Tawny, this is the wrong path. Nah, I'm going to keep walking. It's comfortable. It's got a little trail for me and everything. You need to turn right here. There's a turn coming up. You can turn. You can turn off. Babe, you can turn around. There's a trail going back too. No, no, no. I'm going straight. And went straight into some bullshit. I'm telling you. But guess what? When I realized I was in some bullshit, I could have stayed. I could have played in bullshit. I could have thrown it up, catched it, and danced around. But I didn't do that. I personally didn't do that long. I didn't do it long. But when it was time for me to turn around, when I said, you know what, okay, I had fun with the bullshit, but it's time to clean it up. It's time to clean it up. I was able to clean it up. And in cleaning up that mess, it taught me, hey, I trust myself. I trust myself to get myself into some bullshit, and I trust myself to get me out of it too. And that is the start of how you build a home within yourself. You get yourself in and out of some bullshit. You just be doing things, sure do. But I also stop. I also stop. And so I bet y'all are wondering where this lovely conversation came from, and y'all already know. It came from the Goddess Power Oracle deck. Boom. Cha cha cha. And our card today is Hestia. And underneath it, it says home. If you're watching me on YouTube, you can see the card. But if you're not, then you just got to take my word for it. Sorry, sucks to suck. Or you can go check out the YouTube video. Either or. And Hestia is interesting. Y'all know who Hestia is? She is Zeus's oldest and youngest sister. And I bet y'all are like, girl, oldest and youngest? How did that happen? Well, she was the first kid swallowed by Cronus. Who is Cronus? He's a Titan. And he is also the Greek gods and goddesses, or, yeah, parents. Hestia was the first one. Cronus got a message, an oracle saying, hey, yo, yeah, one of your kids are gonna kill you in your reign. Because all the guys go into this tirade where their child is going to take over because, that's what people do. That's your legacy, but guys don't accept their legacy. Neither do Titans. And don't you worry about it because I'm gonna stop it. That's what Cronus said. He said, don't worry about it. I'm gonna stop it, and I'm real, real hungry. Real hungry. And so he ate Hestia. Hestia was the first one to go. And then he just started eating all of his other kids. But then Rhea, that's his wife, boo thing, she was like, you're not going to keep eating all of my children. So, as she got down the line, it took her a while to get it in because, sometimes lessons are hard to learn. They are hard to learn. Sometimes you're like, no, you did it once. You're going to do it twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Okay. But eventually you learn that this is what they do. I accept it. So instead of showing Cronus Zeus, she said, you know what? Here's a boulder. Eat that. So Cronus thinks that, he's eating all his kids. They're all in there chilling, having a party. Zeus is out there getting stronger. And what does he do? He takes his father out. He does. Cuts him up. Hestia is the first one in. Unfortunately, she's the last one out. So she is the first and the last. And she loves to build a home. This is my light just died. This is my domesticated queen. And she refuses to get married. Why? Because that's y'all's dream for her. That's not her dream. She don't want to be married. She just wants to take care of a home. Which honestly, I really think that's the way to go. If you can, don't marry your brother. Be single. Those are her choices. She can marry one of her brothers because they're gods, and they're going to keep the bloodline going, keep the bloodline pure. You gotta love it. But she said, no, not me, not today. No way. So while she is very domesticated, she also refuses to be married. So build your home, baby. Build your home within yourself and stay true to your word, just like Hestia. Hestia knows you can do all the things you want to do, but you don't have to accept all this shit that comes with it. You can pick through the bullshit. Yes, a piece of corn. I'm just kidding. Y'all, that's disgusting. But yeah, Hestia is cool. She listened to herself and she built her life the way that she wanted to. I'll have a home. I don't need my brother, which is fair. Which is fair. So let's see what the message is. The message is this is the empowerment message. Being at home in your own skin is what the Greek goddess of the hearth, Hestia, offers you today. When you are in alignment with your truest self, it is like everything you do suddenly fits and feels right. Now is the time to also look into your domestic environment, making sure you are surrounded by beautiful things that have a special positive meaning for you. Cleaning, tending house, and taking care of simple things are what is called for now. Chop wood, and carry water, as the Zen koan puts it. The answers to the big questions come of their own accord when you're focused on the small tasks. The goddess Hestia reminds you that when you are at home in yourself, you are at home in the world. Alignment message. Are you surrounded by clutter in your home or work? Do you have objects or clothes that have negative stories attached to them? Every object holds energy and tells a specific story. The pants that don't fit shame you. The gift from an ex partner taunts you with disappointment or resentment. The books you will never read shout at you. Who needs this cacophony? 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 Y'all tell me how to say it. The goddess Hestia, who rules the hearth, offers you this alignment task. Do a thorough house cleaning, declutter, and make space in your environment. Do the same for your mind, too. Your mind might be cluttered with old stories that have no value for you now. Walk away from situations you know you don't belong in. Get rid of all of it. When you remove the superfluous distractions, it's amazing how your intentions come together like magic. Make space for the miracles the goddess Hestia has in store for you. Yes, it takes work, but it's worth it. I love that she spoke to me and came to me because I didn't say anything. I never read these beforehand. I never read the passage before I give my message. And me and her, we were locked in. It took us a little while to get there. It did. It took us a second. It took me a second to spill out my guts. It took me a second to even have the message come to me fully. But we're locked in. She said what I said what she said, and we're in this together. So, thank you guys for letting me share my wisdom with you. I hope to hear a little bit of wisdom, a little bit of comments from you. And together we can make the world a better place. I share my wisdom, you share yours, and we'll just do it. We'll do it big. So make sure you like, you subscribe, you comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what's on your mind. I look forward to hearing from you. Toodaloo. Oh, and you can find me on most of the podcast platforms, wherever you listen to your podcast: Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Those are the big ones. Toodles. Talk to you soon. Oh, do we do it? I don't know if we do this, but we will today. We will close it out with a I love you, I love you, I love you. I'll see you next time.